Hi. Okay, so today we're working on challenge and focus and balance. So why do we take on challenges? Well, why do we even do yoga? Let's start from there. Is to transcend the mat. So when I get on the mat, many of you know me, I take on this personality that I know everything. I'm really confident and sure of myself. Well, I do. When I get on the mat, I do feel very confident. I kind of know what I'm about to say. So I kind of feel confident about what's going on. But how does that transcend? In other words, when I step off the mat, what happens? Who do I become? So what are my challenges? So the hardest thing about challenge is know what challenge to take on. So we have choice. So for today, we're going to take on balance. And for balance, and really for everything in life, what we need is focus. And what is focus? We have this attention field. We can pay attention to anything going inside our bodies, and mind and emotions. We also pay attention to everything outside. And so think about like a football player has to take in the whole picture and then focus in and then put all these things together to make things happen exactly the way they want to go. The ball has to go exactly where they expect it to go. So we're taking this concept of transcending the mat, focusing on something and then applying it to something that we want. So what we use in yoga is called drishti. That means your gaze. Your gaze goes from an intention field, I can pay attention to everything, to the thing I'm doing. So balance forces us. So first pull in. Let's start here. Pull in to this hub. So all the muscles that wrap around the waist, they come around from the sides and the back, and they go around. They also go up and down. We know that rectus abdominis. Squeeze all of this in, almost like you're pulling the pubic bone up into your gut, so that you know that this is where I am. This is center. This is the center of the universe. The center of the universe isn't out there somewhere. This is the center of the universe. It's right inside there. So everything is pulling in. All of your attention is pulling in. So for today's practice, I'd like you to practice bringing your mind into the center. So you see that, pulling in. Okay, let's start out standing. So come on up. So whether you like to do a mat practice, standing or seated practice, we can all start here. Then maybe you have something you can hold on to. So we've done this before. We rock back and forth. So I want you to find your mental gaze, your drishti. So your eyes, these things in the front of your head, may have to settle. Now pay attention to your in-breath, your out-breath. Now take this flashlight and notice the in-breath, the out-breath, and now the hub of the abdominals pulling in. So take that light and widen the lens from the in-breath, the out-breath, the hub of the abdominals, to strong pillars of legs. So push the feet, the toes into the floor. Feel the bones of the feet. Feel the muscles. Now come to center. Let's inhale up. Exhale back. Come up. Reach the arms out. Let's just twist side. Side. So now practice coordinating. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now I'm just moving from my waist up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Try this a few times. Keep the shoulders, remember from last week, keep the shoulders open. Keep your focus, keep your gaze. So your mental gaze, you notice I close my eyes a lot because it's easy for me to get distracted by the things outside my mat. Come back to center. So let's practice. Practice balancing on one leg and notice how the world just shifted, how everything went over to one side. So practice that again. Now, this time, practice again, other leg. When you shift, don't shift. Keep the alignment of the belly. Remember the hub. This is the hub. This is the center of the universe over the instep of that foot. So don't let it kind of leak outward. Keep your energy rising up. So try the other side. Remember, I'm pushing down the big toe, the inner edge of my foot pulling upward, up and through the center of the knee here, the side of the knee. So then try that. Turn this other leg out and maybe walk this foot, I don't know, as far up as you want. Remember, you can hold on. So I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to come out of that space where, got this. So where progress happens is in that extra 5%. So you started out you know, I know pretty much what I'm doing, but now I'm going to go 5%. So even though you saw, oh, it's balance this week, I'm going to try it because this is hard. So another thing you can do, you can wave your arms around, make this harder, but keep squeezing inward and upward. So I can't wave my arms around, but I can barely talk here. Tree pose. You can reach the arms up. And try again. See, I'm failing. I want to point this out. I can't keep my leg up there. It's not staying. So I have to fail up to half of the time for me to really be challenging myself. Otherwise, I'm really just repeating the same things over and over. And that's not living. That's not living. That's not life. And it's no fun. That's not fun. So let's try another pose here. Let's just try a warrior 3, which you know. So push down, extend out, push out. So push out into every direction, but keep pulling into that hub. So remember, there's the breath, the inhale, the exhale, there's the hub or the strength of the core pulling in, and then there's extending out. So your attention field is always staying center. It's always staying center. I might move out from it, but the attention field is always center. So again, I'm wobbling. So can I ride these waves of falling? Let me try that again. I'm going to show you. I fall all the time. Push down. Hub or the center, keep pulling in. Can I ride these waves? And so what even is the purpose of this? Well, I guess if I wanted to pretend I'm an airplane, but that's not really the point here. I'm disciplining my mind. I'm controlling. I want to control something, right? A lot of you have expressed this to me, Candace, I get it. I want to control something. So much is out of my control. This is something I can control. I can control me. I can control my focus. I can control my discipline. So how do you get what you want? Discipline. You do what you say you need to do. All right, so let's try coming down. Feels good. So coming into a plank. I hope you can still see me. Coming into a plank. I'll back up some. Why don't you try lifting one leg, maybe the opposite arm. Whoa, that's some stuff. Try one leg, the opposite arm. That's really hard. Why don't you work on that? So another way to do that would be hands and knees. Like that, right? Or we could add some movement there. But from there, let's come back through downward dog. So from downward dog, we can try one leg. Same as before. Notice when I lift one leg, I shift a little bit. There's that little shift there. So try lifting one leg without the shift. This leg doesn't have to come all the way up. You can keep it as a kickstand. All right, so let's step through. Turn. Bring the hands to the knee. Now round and extend. Round and extend. So from here we're going to try moving into half moon. So I'm going to back up so you can see me here. We're going to try turning the hips. And that's an important thing there. I'm not turning so well. I haven't done a lot of warming up yet. So let me practice that. So is that yoga? Yeah, it is yoga. I'm practicing warming up the hips here. I did a lot of inner thigh work already today. So here I am going beyond my comfort zone, but I'm also honing in my focus, my drishti, my gaze. So you can put your hand on the block, hand on the floor, hand on the shin. It's not happening. Well, let me try that again. So we started out, this classic warrior stance, and I warmed up the hips. This is actually important. From here, you can just do this. You can practice rocking the hips forward. This is an important little move here. I think I really go over this a lot in class when you see me. Go over this little move a lot. Doesn't look like much, but it matters a lot to the pose. Then, back up so you can see me. Balance. Again, hand on the block, hand on the puppy. Talk about attention. Talk about focus, right? The puppy is jumping all over the place. Hand on the shin. Twist open. See how that twist open gets me? I'm not used to that. And then you could, there's some of you that are really good, twist open, hold, and then grab this foot. So that would take some time. Let's come down. In fact, come down to the belly. Bend one knee, push off and rise up into a cobra stretch. Come down, switch legs, rise up. Oh, that feels good. After all that pulling in to the abs, that really feels good. Good, let's come to hands and knees. So one more pose. Now take one leg back. Did this before. Twist the hip open and bring the foot down. Now come onto your side. So here we are, half moon. This is where I just was a moment ago. It's a little easier because that knee has a little bit more contact. I can lift that knee, make it a little bit harder. Put that foot down and lift this leg. Make it a little harder. Lift both feet. Make it really hard. I can catch this foot. So where is your challenge? That's where mine is. Where is your challenge? Well, where is your gaze? What do you want in life, and how are you focusing the sequence of events to get what you want? Remember, this has to transcend the mat. So it doesn't matter whether you can do this pose. It doesn't matter. It makes absolutely no difference. I mean, even your yoga instructor is not judging you, so it doesn't even matter to your yoga instructor. What does it matter? Why even do it? What we're honing in on is, can we focus? Can we transcend, kind of the everyday, and take our attention field, which is way out there, and pull it in, and to make it the thing that we want. So a flashlight, illuminates the thing we want to see. All right, so what I want you to do now is come down, and I want you to set up Supta Baddha Konasana. Supta means lying down, lying face up. Baddha is bound, your legs are in this bound position. Konasana is the angles. I don't know if you can hear my puppy. He's outside barking, saying, I want to be on camera. Yeah. Remember the blanket, a pillow, blankets, pillows. Get them out, get them out. Get them out. And so you put them behind your back, so that you're comfortable. Because I'm not going to get into this pose, but Supta Baddha Konasana is a reclining pose. So this butterfly leg allows you to feel relaxed and open, so that you can meet the thing that you're going to meet. So we all want to feel safe, and we all want control. So how do you put your body in a position to feel relaxed? Let's try this. Let's take 3 minutes. Let's see if I can count out 3 minutes. Close your eyes. Now begin to notice your inhale and your exhale. Really notice them. Really focus. So sharpen your focus. So the only thing you're paying attention to, the inhale and the exhale. Now, forget that. Notice what position your body's in. And so here's the key. If this doesn't feel right, change it. So there's a little bit too much stretch for me. I don't have any of the blankets or anything. So I'm going to come into what you think of as Shavasana. This is just a meditation, so you don't have to follow along with the postures anymore. Now, I want you to notice what position your body's in. at the micro level. So, are your arms turned out or are they not? What angle? Are the palms straight up? Are they turned in a little? What about your legs? Are your legs really turned out from the hip? Or are they straight up and down? Scan the body and notice that. What about your spine? I hope you have the blankets and the pillows and that you feel as if your spine is supported. Do you feel supported? Remember that these things transcend the mat. So we're practicing Shavasana, or practicing feeling supported and witnessing the body, the self, so that we can witness these things when our attention field is bigger. When there are distractors, there are these external cues, like my dog is barking. Do I wonder, is there a package coming? Do I have to sign for that package? And then there are the internal distracting cues. Am I hungry? Am I going to get this video done on time? All those other things. So now, let's just slowly come up. Take your time. So just want you to practice shifting positions here. So how do you get up? You turn to your side, push off, come all the way up. So we don't normally do this. You're not going to like this. Am I in the front center of the frame there? Try classic Sukhasana, an easy pose. Again, you're home, so bolsters, blankets. Sit on the chair. That's okay. But I want you to be upright. So you're a little bit more responsible for managing the spine and how you're holding it. So your abs are having to do something here. You're not completely relaxed. Now with this distractor, breathe in, breathe out. Now turn your gaze to your body. Now I can feel my right side of my body is up a little bit higher. So just to play with that, I'm going to switch my legs around. See if that changes. I don't know. Just something to notice. Now the right side of my body is holding on. It still wants to be up. So I can feel that. I don't know if you can feel things like that. For most people, they can feel one shoulder up, forward, or just holding. So what in your body can you focus on? Now you're just choosing. This is just an exercise in choosing your focus. So choose. Notice the fingers. Are the fingers stuck together? Or are there spaces? How curled are they? Are they like fists? Are they splayed all the way out? Good. And now I want you to imagine that you're in a field. Are there flowers? Is there grass? Is there sky? Is there wind? Can you smell the flowers or the wind? What do you hear? Are you touching the ground? Are you sitting on it? Are you standing on it? Are you floating above it? So now practice narrowing your focus all the way in. So there's just you. Yeah, that field is still out there, but there's just you. Whatever's happening inside of you. There's the breath. There's you wondering, what are we doing? There might still be the body. Now widen your focus just to the edges of your body. And make your body a little bit bigger to take up the space you just created. Today I will make space. I will let go. And I'll pay attention to my body. Now as you open your eyes, take your attention field out. So maybe around you there's this beautiful field. beautiful mountain, lotion, and all the things that you can imagine. They're all there. Whatever you want is there. What challenges are you choosing to take on when you transcend your mat? Let's bring the hands together. So go back inside for a moment. Touch that heart. That beautiful space. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, move back into the heart space. I bow to you. Namaste.